Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh boy. So, as you present, we had one heck of a fun time yesterday. By fun, I mean miserable time yesterday. Nothing really went wrong with the stream, but I had the unfortunate disposition of trying to learn how the fuck signals work in Godot. So yeah, I spent about an hour and a half just fumbling around trying to figure out how the hell those worked, and needless to say, I don't know jack shit. I have no idea what the fuck is going on with those, or where to even go from here in regards to those. So yeah, tonight we're gonna lock in, do what we can to figure them out, and then try if we can't figure it out. So sounds like a plan to me. Hopefully it sounds like a plan to you too. Slipping my gloves on here. I'll actually hold on one second. I need to do one quick thing and then I can start the stream properly. It'll only take me like 10 seconds. We're back. And I'm back. So, as promised, we're gonna get this stuff started. Plug that back in. Flip this on. And here we go. Hello, everybody. Oh, shit. My bad. Yeah, I didn't realize that was still open. That matter. Whew. Alright, let's get this out of here. Close this off. So I haven't actually looked through this at all. I know I typed this in right before stream started, and I haven't had time to look over it yet, so honestly, need all the help I can get when it comes to this stuff. This is very confusing. So I'm trying to figure this out. Have a hard time with it. I was looking up how to do it, and I found something interesting. I found a website where this person posted this big ass blog and stuff, or not blog, but like basically a text-based tutorial on how to make a platformer in a GD script. There's like 40 parts to it or something. It seemed pretty in depth. And I looked at their stuff, and they had like a whole thing. You can see up here. I clicked off of it a second ago, but I wanted to say I'd be interested to read that. The only issue is this website is fucking blinding. Oh my gosh, is there any sort of like dark mode I can put on this thing? I hope, because this seems like a whole bunch of good stuff to look through. Should use a while loop for that, shouldn't I have? I can't remember how to do that. A while loop, so I didn't use a while loop. Uh. Well, anyways, this person has a whole heap and heck of a lot of stuff to learn. There's stuff. Nice. Using good memes. Like that picture is right. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, I'm still scrolling up. They have a whole lot of stuff here. And it's very useful, and I'm not gonna read this on stream because that is gonna take like 6 streams to read through all of it. So in my own free time, I'll probably read through it and look at this. But yeah, they have yeah, some good stuff. Oh, they had like learning this through an RPG too. Like I didn't even see that. Oh, let me see if I can find the other thing I was looking at. Yeah, this is the 2D platformer one. See, they got a whole lot of shit. You know there was a fucking performance thing. Yeah, this seems like some almost exactly what I need. Not right now, but this is, I think this is basically the end product of it. Well, like the last part of it. I'm like, yeah, part 24, not 40. My bad. I mean, this ain't bad. I mean, if you're looking for something to get your bearings, then this is definitely something worth looking into potentially. So, yeah. Shout out to Christine here. I'd be very interested to look through this stuff. But, have a chance to. When I have a chance to. These really. They could go from within the editor. They seem to be putting a shit ton of work into these. You know? What's this? So I don't know what this website is, but I'm interested in what this is. So you know, some of these nodes can be quite confusing. Panel. Holy hell. Go down to, oh shit. The images no longer exist. That sucks. I mean, like, they only have like 2 comments, 4 bookmarks, 8 likes on these posts. But look at how, like, fucking in-depth they go in this shit. It's incredible. Like, this is just insane. I don't think I'd ever be able to put in this much effort into something like this. I'd have a lot of free time on my hands. Barely have enough time to do this stuff as is. Well, look at the tile map one, see if I can find anything. 2D grimace levels. Okay. I gotcha, I gotcha. Element node. I saw there was like a way you can make tiles. It's been a while, but I saw a way you can make tiles. Hold on, let me pull up paint so I can get my point across here. Let's just pretend these are grass blocks, okay? Let's say you got one that only has grass on the top. One has grass on two sides. Right? One that has no grass anywhere. One that has like three sides. Top and a bottom. You get the point. Alright. I saw there was a way that like if you connect that, like if you like connect the tiles, like there's a way you can do it to where it'll automatically choose the right tile for each thing. Like, because it recognizes that they're being connected and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Of course you do, you're so smart. But anyways, I saw something like that. I'm curious how I could get something like that working. I know I've seen it before, but I don't know how to how exactly to do it. But anyways, I was going through this person. The reason I bring this person up, one, is because holy shit, just look at all that stuff they're able to do. And two, I found in this person's stuff, like the book of code, for instance, they had a whole segment on signals. Thank the Lord, they have a segment on signals. What if I click on this? Oh, I should read you the documentation. So, why are you? Detect button presses in UI. Grids and tires. Before we continue, I'm curious. Damn it, that's not what I meant to do. Ugh. Wait, Epic Maymay's down there. I'm curious, what the fuck is this website, actually? So it's like a forum, kinda, but for like devs. Social network and content platform designed for software developers. Huh. The collapsing quality of Dev 2? What the fuck happened? Apparently low quality articles. I'm getting so fucking distracted. I am not even doing what we set out to do, and we need to set out to do what we were gonna set out to do. So something that I think is important for us to realize is that scope of our current project has gotten a bit like more like things can now start breaking other things probably. Holy shit. My friend just sent me fucking holy hell. My friend just sent me a gift. He got me Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9, I think that is. Holy hell. Okay, I'll tell him thank you for that later. Holy shit. I was expecting to see that when that opened up. I didn't want to, you know, show its profile and stuff, so I had to keep that closed off. So let me launch real quick. While we are here. There we go. That's not the right button. There it is. So, we are going to create a new project. I don't want it here. This directory, I want it in, where the fuck is it? There we go. Much better. How's that? Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a couple different scenes. And we are going to I guess, you know, idea. Since we're having such big difficulty with this, let us create a static 2D node. That body 2D, right? Excuse me. Now we're gonna add a collision shape. All right. And let me. There we go. We're gonna use this thing as stuff here. Canvas item. Let's do ready. I think that's the best thing we can use for this, honestly. Right? Okay, let's do. See. Bouncy pad. Right. Actually, let's add a Shit. What was it called? Color right. It's gotta be look like I guess. Why did you do that? First of all, where's the transform? The texture, material. Yeah. Oh, there we go, transform. 650 by 76. That did not do what I needed to do at all. I guess I should just do it, man. I don't know how to do this. What the fuck is this? I hate this like weird green X thing because I don't know what it's supposed to do. What purpose do you serve? Damn it! Dude, draw on top of you, I think. Good lord. Good googly moogly. There we go. Much better. There we go. Perfect. Just one up from there. Alright. Now we're gonna do this. Got do this. Yeah. Sure. Now we're gonna do, I want to do the ready. All right. So what I was saying here, ow. Signal health change dot emit signal. I go here. Print. No, I guess I don't know. Let's see what this does. Okay, that worked. I think. There we go. So this is creating a signal called this. Change dot emit signal 80. Emit. Okay. Never mind. Fuck. Wait, oh, I think I get it now. Null. Signal. Routes equals. Right. What? Well, so I create a signal called bounce. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Use space character for indentation instead of tab. Did I know? What the fuck are you talking about? Use space character for indentation instead of tab. What? There's no space there. What are you talking about? Okay. I just type it out. Start to bottom. Start to finish. You. Okay. Splunk. Take damage. amount. Health minus equals amount. Change dot emit. Oh wait, hold on. Oh. Okay, I don't know why it was any different that time. But I'll just say fuck it. That's so true, bestie. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I should use anything else other than the word player, because I don't know if that's like an actual, like if that's them using the word as filler, or if that's the name of the, like, I don't know what the fuck they're using it for. Excuse me. Is this what? You know what? Just call you a fucking player. God damn it. Yeah. Let's just do this, I guess. That's where it's fucking up. That's why. There. Oh. Okay. Now that we got that going, let's see if we can actually make this do something. This is what now? You kidding me? How do I input the amount? Oh wait, hold on. That's right. I forgot that's how that works. Are you fucking kidding me? Make sure. Yeah, that's so exactly right. Uh, maybe it was because it was in a weird spot. Maybe if I do make damage 10. Now allows me to do that. So I can do a function called test, I guess. What the fuck are you doing? Why did you do that? Did I not copy the... Oh my gosh. Then. Okay. Well, I get it now. Maybe. Nothing's getting printed out. Oh gosh. Okay. I think we're gonna have to say fucking watch a YouTube video on how signals work. Holy shit.
Today we're going to be learning. Hello everyone, NadLabs here, and today we're going to be learning how to do signals in Godot 4. 4.1 actually, if you think about it, because there's a slight difference, but at the same time it doesn't really matter. But let's get straight into it. So I'm making the project, everything's right before your eyes, nothing's pre-scripted, because I want to actually make sure you understand how signals work to their core.
Thank you.
I saw another YouTube video about it and I didn't really like it, so I'm going to make my own. And that's enough rambling, let's get straight into it. So let's make a world scene. We're just going to be setting up a basic scene, save it wherever the hell you want, it doesn't really matter. And we're basically going to be putting in Area 2D right now.
Okay. Let's go ahead and say all this stuff. Go away, we don't need you no more. Yep, all gone. Whoopsie daisy. Oops, all fucking no longer existing. Okay. Well, right. And follow along with him. Okay, today got it.
We're going to put an Area 2D and we're going to put a collision shape 2D. We're going to put a little, I don't know, a capsule on it. It doesn't really matter what you put. I'm going to move the area. So I selected the area and I'm going to move it to the center. And I'm going to go to debug.
Okay. I already know where he's going with this. Debug. Visual collision shapes.
And I'm going to move the area. So I selected the area and I don't know, a capsule on it. It doesn't really matter what you put. I'm going to move the area. So I selected the area and I'm going to move it to the center. And I'm going to go to debug and I'm going to click view collision shapes. And I'm going to click run select current. I'm going to run the current scene and I can see I have my area 2D here. Now I want to be able to use
It's sick.
I want to be able to use signals on my Area 2D. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach a script to that Area 2D. And we're going to say, on the ready function, we're going to say connect.
So yeah, the Area 2D is going to say funk. Ready. Next.
Area entered. Now what are we going to enter? We're going to do, we can look at all, these are all the signals. We're going to do mouse entered. If you're wondering.
Okay, that's a lot simpler. Fuck. The fat finger on my fucking keyboard.
Wondering how I figured out what I want mouse entered, or the reason I wanted mouse entered, I would literally just click Area 2D, click this node tab, and then click signals. After that, you can see all the signals, and you can see over here that there's a mouse entered signal. And if you just hover over it, it tells you emitted when the mouse pointer enters any of the object's like sides. And then we're just going to use a callable. What the hell is a callable? Oh, well, we can just search up callable over here. But if you don't want to read this and you want me to explain it, it's basically a function name. That's the best way to explain it. And what we can do is we can say, what do we want to call? I want to call, I don't know, I want to call the Ooga Booga function. Why did I give it such a weird name? It's because I want to show you that this is how you define signals. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm
Okay. You spelled it wrong, by the way. It's 2 O's for both. God, why am I so bad at typing?
going to say print. Print. Oh god damn it! I hate it when Godot 4 does that. It might just be my computer, but print. I don't know. Mouse enter, and we can even do get mouse global position. We run the scene, and what do we get? We get boom. We get mouse entered at whatever that point is, and we can exit without anything happening. And
Yeah.
and we can even do get mouse global position. We run the scene, and what
It's
and we can even do get mouse global position.
what the fuck is happening? Unexpected indent in class body. I'm fucking writing a function, you cocksucker. What do you mean? Uh, oh, that's why. I need to do the okay. Actually sitting, what the fuck?
We run the scene, and what do we get? We get boom. We
Didn't
get
mean to
mouse
do
entered
that.
at whatever that point is, and we can exit without anything happening, and enter at a different point, enter at a different point, and yeah, that's basically it. That's signals. In like a few seconds. If you want to make your own custom signals, then you can do something else, which is when let's say for some reason let's do a little count. Like this is count, and we're gonna call it 0, and every time this Ooga function is called, we're gonna count equal to 1. And if count is greater than 3 or 3, then we're going to emit signal. We're going to emit signal. We're going to call it our, what do we call it? We're going to call it, I don't know, destroy the world signal. Okay, this is the signal we're going to call. And to make sure the signal works, we're going to make sure we define it up here. So signal, that's the keyword, and that destroy the world is the signal name. So if we click on this area 2D, we can see destroy the world signal is functional. Like we can actually use it. How are we going to use the destroy world signal? Well, a signal goes to another node. Generally, it's recommended to signal up a tree. So if you have like a bunch of things in a tree, it's best to signal up because multiple things can get it. I'll probably put a diagram up if I remember. and we're basically going to be using that. So in our ready function, we're going to say $get the area2d. We're going to say connect the area2d signal, which is destroy the world, and we're going to call it onto ASDF function, right? This is how short the function name is going to be. And on that function, we are basically going to do get tree dot quit. Yeah, there we go, quit. And basically, when this, if you want to like pause and think about it, what happens is every like 1, 2, 3, 4, it should close the thing, because if you think about what happened, we're like using logic and signals here. If you think about what happened, we asked the ooga function, which happens when our mouse is entered, to increase a count, and when that count is like logically greater than 3, emit a custom signal. This is our custom signal. I know custom signal sounds scary, but it's not. Custom signal means, oh, we just defined it ourselves, and we want it to run when we want it to run. What does that mean? We want it to run on a specific instance, not based on something like what Godot has defined for us already. And our world node, or our world parent node, has basically said, okay, at the ready scene, or on the ready function, which is the first frame of the game, I'm going to grab my area2d, and I'm going to say, I want to connect the area2d signal. I want to take area2d, and I want to connect its signal onto myself, and say, okay, I'm going to connect the signal, and I'm going to make sure that when the signal is called, I'm going to call this function. And when this function is called, I'm going to make sure I run what's here. That's basically all there is to signals. And yeah, have an amazing day.
Well, okay, well that got explained. So that explains why I'm having so much issue with the
You can
with the
download the
thing.
notes in the video for free, link in the description. For signals in Godot, you can connect them by selecting the node with the signal, then going to node, then signals.
I have to go to the parent tree. And you can't do cross things, I don't think.
The signal that you want to connect, you can either double left click or right click, then press connect, then select the script that you want the signal to connect to and activate code inside of, then press connect. This function will now activate every single time the signal is emitted, which inside I would just have the scene change to the snow world. Alternatively, if you want to connect a signal via code, grab the node that you want to connect the signal from, then the signal that you want to connect, which for me is the press signal, then use the connect function, passing the custom function that you want to activate when the signal occurs or emits. Also keep in mind that you just want to write the name of the signal and you don't have to include any brackets on the end of it. Now a signal in Godot is basically an event that when emitted will cause the connected function to run its code. This code will only run once per time that the signal is emitted, and Godot features many different built-in signals on various nodes that are very important, such as the button press signal that we have here. Additionally, in the case you connect a signal to multiple functions within a single node, or just to multiple nodes, keep in mind that Godot can't guarantee the order of the function activation when the signal is emitted, as various factors cause this order to change, meaning that the signal won't always activate the connected function from top to bottom. Also, when it comes to signals being emitted or activated, don't need to do any code for pressing the button and then having that activate a press signal, as Godot will just do that for you. Although if you would like, inside the script, you can grab the node with the signal, then call the emit signal function, passing a string with the signal's name. This emit signal function will forcibly activate the signal, which can be handy in some cases. Now for disconnecting signals, you can do it in the same way as connecting them, selecting the node, then going to node, signals, finding the signal that you want to disconnect, pressing right click, and then selecting disconnect. Alternatively, inside the code, you can grab the node with the signal, then grab its signal that you want to disconnect, call the disconnect function, and pass the function that you want to disconnect from the signal. And you can also disconnect manually connected signals. Just make sure you put the correct name for the function that is activating when the signal emits. Another thing you can do with signals is pass a custom variable along with the signal when it gets emitted. For a manual connection, select the node, then go to node, signals, double left click or press right click, then connect, then press advanced. From here you can select the drop down and select the type of the built-in variable that you want to add. For mine, I will add a string, then press add. You can then add the argument of the new built-in variable, which for mine, I will have it be the path to the level scene. Additionally, in the case you have multiple arguments and you want to remove a specific one, select the argument's name so that it is highlighted blue, then select remove to remove it. Once you have added the argument that you want and set its value, select the script that you want to connect it to and press connect. Then in the code, you can just grab this built-in variable and access its value. Also, keep in mind that you can change the name of the variable from extra arg0 to something more readable like level path, for example. Just make sure that you don't change the order of built-in variables if you have multiple of them. Then to pass custom variables through a signal that is connected in the code, grab the node with the signal, then the signal that you want to connect to a custom function, then call the connect function, passing the custom function that you want to connect the signal to, then add .bind, and inside of the bind function, put all the values of the different arguments or built-in variables, which if you have one, then just put the one value, but if you have multiple built-in variables inside the custom function that you are connecting to, you can type those values here separated by a comma, similar to calling functions with multiple built-in variables. And to edit these variables later, go to the node that you want to edit, go to node, signals, find the signal that you want to edit, right click it, then press edit. From here, we can add more arguments or change the already existing argument's value. Then to save that change, select the script that you were already connected to and press connect again. This will just update those values. Or alternatively, you can select a different script to change the connection to that script instead, which this will also save any of the changes to arguments as well. Although keep in mind that if you're changing where the signal is connected to, then in the previous location where that signal was once connected to, the function will still exist. So if you are changing the connection, then make sure to remove this code as well. Although again, keep in mind that you can connect a signal to multiple functions at the same time. Now you have an example of using signals in Godot and some use cases of signals that you can add to any of your Godot games. And don't forget that you can check out the project files, link in the description.
Huh. Maybe I was right the first time. Let me just look this up. I don't know, I just keep saying, let me just look this up. I keep looking shit up. Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's see it. Only use. I type how? There we go. Maybe this will give me a straight answer. We'll see. Oh yeah, let me get music going again. That's not what I want to click on. Wait. Scenes. Okay, I can't use them across scenes. Some word other than player. It confuses me. Fuck it. Alright, character. Exact same issue, but alright. At least I can tell a little bit better what that is. Yeah, there you go. Uh, mm, what's this about preloading? Okay, I'm going to get rid of both of these and grab this, see if it explains it some more.
Hello world! Did you know? Not knowing how to use signals in Godot is equal to not knowing how to use a messaging service on your telephone. The telephone will become quite useless, right? But don't worry, I got you. I will cover for you all the basics that you need as a beginner
Thank
in
you,
Godot,
possibly Swedish
plus
man.
around the signals around all of your scenes. We are going to concentrate on how we connect a signal through the editor using an inbuilt signal from a node
Okay.
and connect
That's
these
good.
via code without using the editor. And last but not least, we are going to see how we can create a customized signal and how we can connect it to a scene that is not the scene that we're currently looking at.
Okay, thank
I will
you.
try to keep this
Fuck.
one as concise as possible. For that reason, I already prepared a background and a player
No,
with a health bar.
he
that we are
called
going
it
to-
player again. Fuck. All right, whatever. We're gonna take his word for it. For everything. Delete it all. None of this matters. We're starting over. You all too. Delete, delete, delete. And yeah, delete, discard. Close. There we go. So we just started a thing.
background and a player with a health bar that we are going to add some buttons to for that reason I already prepared
Okay.
the
I
background
thought I pressed a
and
button on
a
my
player
mouse
with
that
a
caused it
health
to
bar
skip.
that we are going to add some buttons to increase and decrease its health. So let's jump into the player itself first. And we're going to add now the two buttons to him so that we can increase and decrease the health. First, we need to find the button. And the first one we are going to call decrease health. Great. Then we are going
Yeah, I'll go and do this too. No. Uh. It's fuck. I keep doing that wrong. Two D. Just shade 2D. I'm just adding stuff he has. Let me just start over with this because I accidentally deleted the sprite I use. Sure. Okay, that's not right at all. Let me fix something here. Uh, okay, there we go. Try to fix that. Now we open this back up again. Remove. Create a new one. I really need to change the default path for this because it keeps trying to go to this fucking this fuck ass folder I never use for anything ever. And it's like, oh yeah, you want to hear? I'm like, no, I don't want to hear. What? Yeah. Wait. Just a sec. We're good. We're good. Bring this up here. Sorry, it's really quiet right now. I need to. Can't really play music right this second. Shade 2D. Shade 2D. There we go. Go. Shape rectangle. This doesn't really matter. I'm just doing it anyways because I want to. Go.
Going to drag this one out here and give it a little bit of a shape and drag it.
Okay, now let me bring this back. This green one, I think. Gotta type in bar. Hell yeah. Progress bar. And add a label to that. And then our I want shit. How do I move this down? Brother. There. I was doing the key and the key put baby. I was doing the keybind input, but it wasn't fucking doing anything. Oh, jeez. Alright, back to this. What the fuck?
To the left. And then we're going to duplicate this one.
Right,
And to duplicate, we're going to drag it to the right. And we rename it to increase health. We give it the text. So just can...
It's called it in Reese. Don't think I don't see that. Increase health. Yeah. Yeah. Why do I have such fat fingers? I never fucking type anything right. Sick. Stupid damn alt tabbing.
Copy, paste it in here. And here we're doing the same. Increase health. Awesome. If we play the scene now, you can see that we have two buttons that are
R. Okay. Increase health. Decrease. Oh. Alright, there we go.
you can see
Uh, we do and underneath that we need the label.
that we have two buttons that are interacting with us, but they are not doing anything. They are not connected to anything, and there's no
Okay.
logic forwarding this click that they're receiving to a character or to our health bar. If we go back to the inspector and we click on our button, here up in the right corner where it says inspector, there's a little tab that is called node, and it has a list of all the already inbuilt signals that this node has. If we double click on one and we want to click the event when the button is pressed, a little pop-up appears that will help us connect the signal to literally any node that we have inside of Sentry, but note that it
Yeah, I need to bring the other type bar back. Bar. Control up. Doing it's just moving it up in this. It's not moving up in the fucking thing over here. What are you talking about? Excuse me. I don't know. Let's see what the fuck I'm talking about too. $100.
needs a script or we can't attach it to. In the script that the node has, it is automatically going to put a function in which has the naming convention of the name of our node. So this is the decrease health.
Does he have I guess he doesn't have a download
Node
link for this.
and the signal that we're going to connect, which is the signal pressed. If we click connect, our player script is going to open up and he has automatically created this on decrease health pressed function. And we can already
Okay. Why is there no button to Attach a script to this guy. They didn't click them, that's why. Variable. I know I spelled it wrong. Give me a second. Look ready. And or other side. Value is equal to 100. I know he's not talking about any of this stuff, but I just want to be a little more accurate in the way I do this. Text. Oh. Max value.
We start messing with it. We take our player health signal, press.
Health 4. That's a bat. Never. Hit points. The fuck was that? Wait. That's what it was. Save. What? I did type it in around there. Okay. Awesome. New one. Damn. Just call it fucking world. I don't know. Yeah, link. Player scene into this. You are right there. Epic. Play this one on the TSCN. Okay.
Pressed. If we click connect, our player script is going to open up. And
Increase health. Node. Press.
he has automatically created this on decrease health pressed function. And we can already start messing with it. We take our player health value and decrease it by 10. This will not show any effect unless we also update the information in our health bar.
Okay.
Let's do that real quick. The new value, so the new value that we're going to have inside the health bar is the player's health. And also we need to update the text on top of the health bar, and that's already. And also
So I guess I just take this and put it in there pretty much. Health twice equal to okay. Well, is plus equal to 10. There you go. Well, that's this one. Okay, well, it's not actually doing anything.
we need to update the text on top of the health bar, and that's already it. So if we start now the scene, we
That's what I need to do. It's not doing fucking anything, actually.
we will see that we can decrease the health of the player. Obviously the increase function is not in here yet. That we will do now. But instead of using the editor and connecting this pressed signal to a node,
Why is this not working then? Maybe I do. Okay.
what we will do is
Oh. I'm stupid, that's why. Yay! There we go. Center, I guess. There we go. Now, why are you showing up as a float? Because he said as an integer specifically. Now it's gonna run as a whole number, right? Nope, it's not actually at all. That didn't do fucking jack shit. Why do you not work the way I
is
want you to
connected
work?
via a code. And that is easy if you have the node at hand. You can
Okay. Let's just ignore it then.
simply drag and drop it in here, and you can find the signal pressed. So you would first find a signal, and then you write connect. So that is what you wanted to connect to. We will need here a function to connect to. This one here was auto-generated for us. Now we will have to generate the node that we want to connect it to by ourselves. We will just copy, and we will just make minor changes. So this one is called on increase health pressed. We want to increase the health. And we grab the name of this function and feed it into the connection up here. So it does know I take my node, I take the signal that this node has, and then we pass it and feed it to which function in our code should this signal connect to. And if we play the scene now, we will see that we can decrease the health and we can increase the health. Awesome. Now
Awesome.
for the next thing that I want to do, I have prepared a little UI element on a different scene tree that is called UI. And I want to toggle this hurt screen whenever my health is below 50%. We will first add this to our main scene tree so that the UI is sitting in here. But how can I tell my UI and the script in here that my player is below 50% of health? We are going to do that through a signal in which we are going to pass the variables of our player's health and of the health bar so that we can check if we are below 50%. But first, let's create a custom signal for our player. Declaring a signal is as easy as writing out the signal keyword and giving it a name, in my case, critical health. And you can see on the right side, critical health indeed popped up. Now we want to emit the signal when we decreased our health.
Okay. Signal. Critical health. Think I'm getting it? Is there a warning here? Sick. Okay, I did make it.
Below 50%. So let's write that quickly out. If my player health is below, smaller or equal to whatever my health bar max value is, not sure why it's not auto-completing, divided by 2, so that is half my health, I will emit the signal. Emit signal. There's different ways to emit signals. You can either do this and define the signal that you want to emit, which is going to be critical health, and then you can pass in the variables that you want to emit together with it. So in my case, player health and the health bar max value. Let's copy that in real quick, and that is why it did not autocomplete. I have made a mistake in here. Wonderful. The other way
Wonderful mistakes.
is to simply write out the signal's name and then write the dot emit with some parentheses, and we can then put in here what our variables are that we want to pass in. Both things work just fine, depends on how you want to use it. I tend to use this notation, so I will go with it.
Okay, sounds good.
Now we are
Okay, let's say player health is or equal to health bar dot value 2. Oh, that was max value. Critical health. Emit.
emitting a signal, but
Player health. Health bar dot max value. No, I don't know. Yeah, we're
how
reading
can we
those
tell the
two
UI
particular things.
script
But no.
to receive this signal? So two things that we can do here, but
That label the world. Just go and remove this. I'll just use the label as the thing.
first of all, I need to tell you that from this player, we cannot access the UI, and from the UI, we cannot access the scene of the player unless they are in the same scene tree, which is in our main tree,
Yeah.
where we have both residing in. And here we can just apply the same logic basically that we did when connecting our signals. And
Let's actually use label here, call it on confirmation bias, so we can confirm that we got the thing we are looking for. Go and save that. Close that. Delete this. Then add confirmation bias. Yeah. Gonna open that up. That's script. Create.
in the player scene, we have the critical health that we can double click, and we can just connect it to our UI. But we can also go into the script
I can do that. Okay.
of the UI.
Well, actually, if it's not guaranteed that they'll even be there, say it spawns in late or something, then it'd probably be better if I just hard coded it in, I think.
And on the ready function, simply drag in our player and say we want the
What the
critical health.
fuck? That's insane. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. Okay. Plug the That's insane.
Signal, which he's already auto-completing because he knows that it exists, and connect this to whichever function we want to connect it to. And we call this toggle overlay. And in this function,
Well,
we are receiving two parameters that we said before, which, right? So we
Bless you. Why is that not working?
and in this we exist because we also go into the script of the UI, and on the ready function, simply drag in our player and say,
Why is that not working for me? That's why it wasn't working, I think. There we go.
we want the critical health signal, which he's already auto-completing because he knows that it exists, and connect this to whichever function we want to connect it to. And we call this toggle overlay. And in this function, we are receiving two parameters that we said before, which, right? So we emit them here. We emit the player health and we emit the max value. Might as well just copy, paste them in here. So we need to erase this. We just give it a value, which is going to be max value. We can give
Okay, now let's do a func.
already this function name into our connection, and we will write in our logic. So if player health is below or equal to the max value divided by 2, then
Okay, yeah. Crit. Let's just call it crit. Not crut. Crit. There you go. Why am I so fucking off my game today?
we will take our hurt frame and toggle the visibility, setting it to true. Else we will toggle it to false if we are above that 50% of health.
Okay.
And having done all this, it should work. So let's try that out again. We are below 50, we're above 50. Really
Oh, how do I set this? Critical damage. There you go. Else. Text. There you go. Okay, let's see if this works. Fuck. Hold on.
really great stuff. So remember what we've done here. And having done all this, it should.
Ah, yes. Correct. Hell yeah, it worked. Partially. uh, I guess I'll have to do this. To text to huh. Wait, hold on. I know what's going on. It's because, yeah, I didn't have anything for the increased health thing. Excuse me. Now this should work, I think. Nope. I don't know why. But, I kind of got it working right. Sort of, kind of, sort of. Iffy-ish. Sort of, kind of. Anyways, yeah. I kind of got it working, so I should do something with it now.
Scene tree from the more. If you have some specific questions yourself, you can write them in this comment section as well, and I will try to cover them for you as best as I can. Thank you for watching.
Leo.
Much love and ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao, pal. So he gave me more of an answer than anyone else fucking gave me in this entire time. Okay. Close. Open this again. There we go. There we are. Open this up. Let's see if we can do it. Probably not, but I have to actually look at how it was written out first.
Off that 50% of health.
Shit. Yeah, let's do floor. All right, close all. Just close all these. Save this. Open bouncy floor and benches scripts. Right. So when it comes to, I want the on body entered thing to be. I need to delete all this. Actually, remove the script from this entirely. Sends. Ready. Yeah. So I need to make a signal called bouncer. Okay. Why does it matter to you? Connected method. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of this. Yeah, let me look at this video again.
And having
Yeah.
some parentheses, and we can then
Yeah. Func. Whose process? If on. Yeah, hold on.
put in here what our variables are that we want to pass in. Both things work just fine. Depends on how you want.
Okay.
Want to use it. I tend to use this notation, so I will go with it. Now we are emitting a signal, but how can we tell?
Yeah. Fuck. Shit, this is so confusing.
I will go. Are you variable parenthesis the signal?
Okay, so okay, yeah. So I'm gonna connect the area entered to that. All right, I think.
signal's name, and then write the dot emit with some parentheses, and we can then
I know.
put in here
Signal is well there. Hold on a second. No. Consider.
what our variables are that we want.
Why did they? Oh, pressed. Okay. So I need to connect the connect. Let's reconnect it. Just pass right now.
To pass in. Both things work just fine. Depends on how you want to use it. I tend to
Okay. Uh. So I'm gonna do. Okay. Let's do bounce zone. Shape 2D. No, just the bounce zone. Dot. Area entered. Dot connect. Okay.
things work just fine. Depends on how you
That's probably why it wasn't working earlier. Okay.
want to use it. I tend to use this notation, so I have the UI script. Now we
Okay. How was I doing this? So I'm going back and forth a lot because I'm trying to think about this. About this weirdly. Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. Good lord.
are emitting a signal. Not I'm going to do that here and feed it to which function in our code should this signal connect to. And if we play the scene now,
Okay.
going to be critical health, and then you
Connect.
can pass in the variables that you want to.
If bouncer dot emit. Fuck. I don't fucking know, dude.
Emit together with it. So in my case, player health.
Variable bounce amount to 1,000. Okay. Too few arguments, but if I add arguments, it says it returns void. If one equals 2, fuck you. Just get this fucking asinine bullshit out of the way. The fuck am I doing?
Health. First of all, to our
That's what I meant.
emitting a signal. But how can we tell the UI script to receive this signal? So two things that we can do here. But first of all, I need to tell you that from this player, we cannot access the UI, and from the UI, we cannot access the scene of the player unless they are in the same scene tree, which is in our main tree, where we have
Where the fuck?
both residing in. So go in, connect this to
Okay,
whichever
UI.
function we want to connect it to, and we call this toggle over.
Dots. Fuck, what was it called? Uh, what the fuck was it called? Area entered. Damn. Why can I not find it?
And in this function, we are
I'm getting myself
receiving two
confused because I'm
parameters
using
that we
this
set
and he's
before,
using
which,
that
right,
for
so
that
we
and that
emit
for
them
that.
here. We emit the player
Half
health,
the stuff he's
and
using was for something else.
emit the max value. Might as well just copy, paste them in.
Damn it.
Here. Though we need to erase this, we just give it a value, which is going.
It confuses the what's on what. Uh. Fuck me.
Going to be max value. We can give already this function name into our connection, and we will write in our logic. So if no, and
what needs to be returned to is the ever enter the main.
in, and here we can just apply the same logic basically that we did when critical to, and we call signal, which is
All ever really accesses
where
main
we have both residing in, and
player
here
and
we
GD
cannot the and volts going to max
or
one,
UI.
and
Player and UI are the only two he really ever
this.
accesses.
No, I hope this to connect.
So we need to soften around the player and UI thing. So, ow. Sorry. So player I okay. I could just fall around this fucking thing a bit easier. First of all, you get the fuck out of here. Well, just pass. So I get just remove everything until I get a fucking I get a grasp of what I'm doing. Okay, starting from scratch. I don't even know what that means. Was it printing? Is that what it's printing? Is that down there? Okay. Back to the scripts. Now, we'll learn players, bouncy floor, UIs, bench.
Connect to. This one here was auto-generated for us. Now we will have to generate the node that we want to connect it to by ourselves. We will just copy and we will just press below 50 UI and of a custom signal keyword and giving it a name. In my case, critical health.
Yeah, so we're on the bouncy floor, we're going to give it a signal. Signal.
Health. And you can see on the right side, critical health indeed popped up. Now we want to emit the signal when we decreased our health below 50%. So let's write that quickly out. If my player health is below, smaller or equal to whatever my health bar max value is. Not sure why it's not autocomplete.
Yeah. Now I can do so first things first. Here. Take this. Disconnect. Okay, we are going to close. I get rid of this. Area 2D.gd anywhere? No, can't find it anywhere. Of course not. I'm trying to get rid of this so I can focus. There it is. Delete. Remove. Thank the Lord. Detach script. There we go. All I need from you, I need the area entered connected to this. That's all I need.
Leading.
Okay. Then I go over
by
here.
2, so that is half.
And I say the ready function. I go to $. Nope. Go. Bounce zone dot. That's comma dot. Entered. Connect.
Of my health, I will
Where the hell did that
embarrass
come from?
signal but which is the signal that this node has, and then we pass to. And if we play the scene now, we will see that
Okay. And then we'll do it to the what about said entered? There.
we can we are off our low
I
and
think that's
giving
right.
it a name. Right, critical health indeed popped up. Now we want to emit the signal when I play which is going to health bar.
Okay. Let's do it here. Just say if okay. Outside dots. Heard. Emit. I know. Dots emit. Okay.
Our max value. Let's copy that to some purple want to use. Now we are emitting a signal, but how can we tell the UI script of UR and the where we have both thing out? We can double click into our player and say we want our signal in. From this player, we cannot access the UI, and from the UI, we cannot access the scene of the player. Not script. We are emitting a signal, but in the UI and on the ready function.
Okay, and the UI, so I should be going to pitch the things now. Right. So now the ready function. Let's do this.
Simply drag signal, which is already
Then dot. There.
the auto-completing have a function. And in this function, we are receiving two parameters that we said before, which right. So we emit them here, we emit the player health, and we emit the max value. Might as well just copy, paste them in here. Though we need to erase this, we just give it a value, which is going to be max value. We can give already this function name into
Where should I put this? Function bounce add.
to our below 50% of health.
All right. Shit, I still don't know how to do this. Uh... Connect. To... Let's do, what? Where's the shit? This is a direction tracker. That's not the ready function. There we go. If
And having done stuff on signal, remember what we've done here? We have the signal based on some logic, which is if we are below 50%, we are on work of health. And having done all this, it should we are emitting the signal based on some logic, which is if we are below 50% of health.
set
Health and
okay, and then mount equal to 1000. Standalone lambdas cannot be accessed. Okay, let me just run it. What the fuck's happening? Why are you fucking up? Oh. That would explain it. And then this. Well, shit. I don't even know where to begin bug fixing this. Fuck. Okay, let me go over here. I just saw your message. Uh, yeah, I know. That's funny. Okay, anybody who did, those who didn't see it because I didn't have my thing open. Angel L137 just said, "Goofy ass, take that shit off." uh, Shit. I wish I had my OBS up. I didn't even see that until now. That was good. Fuck. Maybe I can, yeah, what happens if I just remove this? Okay. Uh, okay, that just somehow entirely fucked the movement in this game. Why'd that happen? I don't fucking know. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I generally, fuck, dude. That was good. First time I saw someone comment something like that. At least in a while. Well, actually, yeah, first ever. No, I'm at a loss right now. We'll work on this some more tomorrow. I'm just in a rut. I'm just stuck right here. I'll probably just search around my own time, try and figure this stuff out, but I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused. This is so fucking confusing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. I'll think about it some more later. I'll try and read through some stuff. Watch through some stuff, see what I can get going. I don't know. I can't believe I spent this entire string trying to figure this out and I'm still stuck. I don't know, maybe I'm just rushing myself too much. Maybe I need a bit more careful. I don't know, not careful, but take my time, I suppose. I don't know. I'll get it working eventually. I wasn't expecting it to be this fucking hard to get that working. I managed to get everything else working just fine, but as soon as I did that, I don't know. As I tried to do that, I don't know. As soon as I hit signals, it was just became so just like, what the fuck is even happening, you know? I don't know. I'm just complaining at this point. I'll figure it out some more later. I've been saying this for like the past like 5 minutes, but I don't know. I'm just like in a daze right now because I'm like kind of confused. It's just like kind of thinking like, how the hell I'm going wrong in this? Like I'm trying to figure out what I don't know, you know? Like what am I missing? I'm missing something that's just gonna make it like click. I feel, but I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. We'll find it though. We'll find it. We will figure it out. So yeah. To tomorrow, same old. Back to the grind. It's only what, like Monday, I think. It's yeah, it's only Monday. So we got another like 4 days of this. So we'll see what we can figure out. Until then, sorry for the. By the way, sorry, music was gone for a while there. You know how it is. Whenever I start focusing on stuff, I forget to talk with the music again. I get so into things, but yeah, we're at it tonight on that. Wish I could have ended on a better note, but I feel like I'm close. I feel like I just need to figure out what needs to click. Something needs to click. Oh well. Anyways, tomorrow, yeah, we'll work on this some more. I'll look around online in the meantime, see what I can find. Hopefully I'll have something for you guys then. And hopefully I can actually move on to something else. But this has been, oh boy. Alright. Anyways, good night everybody. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. I need to put it over here. Where the hell's the button at? Okay, there it goes. Bye. Bye.